Every once in a while, there are certain dreamlike seasons where everything just flows.
Perfect preparation.
Ideal mental state.
Clutch performances.
The UCI Mountain Bike World Cup overall title. And then there's 2020. The rise of K-pop. With its slick choreography and addictive melodies, wreaked havoc on mountain biking's competitive calendar.
Really?
No. But rather than a 6-month season of the best downhill and XC racers crisscrossing the planet, pushing mind, body, and machine for every possible marginal gain,
We're all about to discover who's got the mental fortitude to deal with the two biggest enemies of excellence: chaos
and complacency. In a year filled with more improbabilities than a YouTube flat earth video, the World Cup mountain bike season will be an exercise in both brevity
and intensity. 2 XC races.
4 downhill races to find focus
And give it the business.
Yeah, we're here, we're in Maribor. It's been a long break, more than a year for sure.
Let me fix myself here. Not too bad, no? I didn't realize we're faster.
Loïc must be pretty mentally strong, because he always seems to show up at the most important times. Last year, his world title was on the line if he didn't finish better than 4th.
This is the battle for the overall. He needs a top 3 finish to guarantee himself that overall World Cup title with Pierre on it in the #1 seat there.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate. Dominate. Dominate.
And Bruni takes the overall.
She brought a strong mental athlete, somebody that can lift their game on all different types of track, whether it's a jumpy track, a bike parky track, or a technical track, and can do well in any kind of conditions. Somebody that can be consistent over a series.
Bruni goes fastest. Bruni wins by nearly half a second.
Anybody in the top 15 has the ability to win a race, but only 5 or 6 of those are able to win a race truly because of their mental ability.
Bruni, he's really mentally strong. He's one of those riders that you can never count out.
It was long until we actually started the season. I didn't like that break. It was too long and my mind was just gone. I did a lot of other things and my brain is still a bit sleepy and I'm struggling a bit, to be honest.
Welcome to the Downhill World Cup season here.
It has been pouring for the last 24 hours.
Danny Hart, 2 times a world champion. This man, and he goes down! When you see the world's best making mistakes like this, I think it just tells you exactly how slick it is.
Yeah, race 1. It was, what's the word? How do you say cluster?
Iles. Oh, little wheel spin as well. Tiptoeing around it for Finn Iles. But he's old! Oh, big hit on that tree. Whoa! But Finn Iles crosses the line.
Just frustrated with myself. If you can't ride to where you believe that you can ride to, it's hard to deal with.
The defending series champion, the man who won here last year, the #1 plate on his bike for very good reason. He's gone wide! Well, he went wide!
I was over it. I was like, okay.
Bruni's day is done!
If I had the luxury of choosing, I would not like to race now, but this year was different.
He won't be happy with that. The lockdown period is definitely taken its toll on riders in very different ways.
Yeah, mental game this year, I would say Loris has it.
3 to go, and now it's Loris Vergier. might feel that this could be Vergier's season. Vergier goes fastest, to 3:07.
Elation, confusion, and disappointment.
So much drama.
And all of it taking place in the 3 minutes and 7 seconds between the starting gate and breaking the beam.
5, 4.
But there's one emotion that's unequivocally dominated the season so far.
Uncertainty.
I love the saying that we're all in the same boat, but the storm around us is different. So everyone's had to deal with coronavirus and the pandemic and all of these changes that have impacted all of us.
This year, she did, I think, an exceptional job of maintaining her mental focus. When you have uncertainties like whether you're going to be allowed to show up and race, it can be quite hard to put yourself through the torture to actually physically prepare yourself.
Unquestionably, proper preparation is key.
But if you're looking to find the outer edge of two-wheeled personal potential, racing is the hole in the middle of the donut, the missing thing that defines everything.
Well, cross-country racing is in general a mental game. Coming to a World Cup race, everybody is prepared at the very best, and at the end, it is about that mental advantage someone has that is just stronger in the head that makes the difference between winning and losing.
Her public persona is very, very friendly, very happy one, and then about 5 minutes before the race, it really goes into like kill mode, you know?
We are about to go race in the first cross-country Olympic World Cup of 2020.
You know, at that point, you have to just trust what you've done, and there's nothing left to do but go out there and race.
And we're underway then.
Yeah, the riders are really nervous, fighting hard for a good position.
Kate Courtney there in the black. Talking about Kate Courtney, most of these European riders have got at least a race under their belt, but as far as we know, Kate has nothing. That's a brave move, isn't it, coming in this first World Cup like that?
Training, it's not everything. Racing is different.
Rock and roll. Here they are. Oh, Courtney. The reigning mountain bike world champion, Pauline Ferrand-Prévot.
Joanna Lecomte, also from France.
And Pauline Ferrand-Prévot happy to let her do the work as well.
Oddly enough, when you're racing at the front and you're really feeling good and in the fight, oftentimes you kind of get in that flow zone and things, you know, rush by.
Courtney, 37 seconds back then for the World Cup overall winner from last year.
Days like today where I'm actually riding a lot slower, the race feels horribly long and painful.
They're all in a war zone, they're all in a almost death zone in the last couple of laps. Usually the head is deciding who's gonna cross the line first.
Gap is getting bigger, she's riding away with it, incredible. Joanna Lecomte, can she do it? Can she take her first ever World Cup win? Well, there's a huge gap behind her. But this young French woman has done it. Joanna Lecomte takes her first ever Elite World Cup winner, her very first try. It's unbelievable what we're seeing here in Novi Mesto this week.
This year it's been really recognizing that the pressure and the pain in a race is a privilege. Also recognize that it's something we practice in training and that we're prepared to push through on race day.
When you race against the clock for a living, there's often a gap. It's the headspace between the ideal race run and reality.
To close this gap, a racer has two options: change the outcome,
or change their outlook.
I know that Loris has worked on his mental game quite a lot, and he's a lot happier these days when he's in the start gate. I think Finn needs to be happier with himself after a run.
Surely a mistake, Claudio, to be that far back. 20th place for this young man.
He's just so annoyed with himself that he can't really see what he needs to do better because he's too annoyed with the run he's had.
Ah, it's a disaster for Finn Iles!
He needs to slow down, but that's because he's putting so much pressure on himself. He's trying to go faster.
Oh no, it's not gonna be not a good place to lose your forward momentum and again!
So if he could be happier in himself, then he might flow a little bit better.
That's very good advice, especially for me. Last year, actually, midway through the season, I was like, something's wrong here. I can't sort this out on my own.
These last couple weeks have been really tough.
Yeah.
Being beat up.
I started with a mental coach and things have been really good. Worked with him throughout the winter. I've practiced it at home, riding on my home trails. I've practiced it doing a lot of different things like visualization before going to bed. Getting that routine is super dialed, and I have a pretty set one now that I think works for me. It involves a few things, a pair of socks, underwear, a shirt, and a song. I think when I was younger, I thought it was superstitions, but I think if it's more of a routine, then it's just something that tells you that it's time to go fast.
Round 2 of this year's UCI Downhill World Cup. We're in Maribor.
Everything sort of led towards that better race. It was just a little bit of a mindset change. We're actually in a World Cup, and we actually need to do this.
Finn Iles from Whistler in Canada. Got the feeling, Claudio, this is another man on the cusp of doing something massive in this sport. It is literally a matter of time, and he's green! Oh, over half a second up then at split number 2. Oh, super fast down there, and great around that right-hander on the exit as well. It's Finn Iles, he just died again, commit. I think this might be the best we've ever seen Finn Iles ride. And he takes the lead by just 0.58 in the end.
I almost wanted to cry. It was kind of like this weight on my shoulders kind of went away.
Back to the top we go. Loris Vergier, the round 1 winner here. Oh, whoa, whoa. I'm not sure he was exactly online there, but he's just kept going forwards anyway. It's going to be close. It's going to be Vergier by 0.4 of a second. That title is gone. Last year's World Cup winner. He's still got to fight for that, and fight he will. Past where things went wrong for him on Friday already.
That was fast. That was so fast.
Oh, perfect straight line there. That was incredible.
He's taking the lead.
Oh my God, he's up. Come on, Loïc.
0.23 up then for Loïc Bruni, the defending series champion.
0.2, that's nothing.
Bruni comes down the line. Is it going to be red or is it going to be green? Bruni comes second. Oh, just 500ths in it. And Loris Vergier does the double in Maribor.
0-0-57. First time we're on the podium together. Woo! It's better than the other day when we both ran.
Getting on the podium for me showed to myself that all the stuff that I've been working on is working, and I just need to stick with a good mentality.
The long break away from racing has really reinforced that even if they're not on the pinnacle of the podium, a racer should take a moment to savor doing a hard thing and doing it well.
Okay, moment's over.
I'm happy for Loris, but it tastes bitter. Let's go to Lausanne, let's win.